Day 5, our final official day together, at least as part of the 5-day challenge. Yes, we have a bonus session tomorrow, which will be both Q&A and then a session on the day in the life. Basically, putting together all of the things that we've been talking about and you've been learning about this week, and really seeing how all of those um, tips and tools and strategies and your mindset can be worked into your everyday. So we'll get there tomorrow. But in the meantime, today was all around 5 steps to shift to riches. It's a formula, as you've heard, that really came out of my own experience, my own actual kind of collapse, and then my own discovery about who I was, realizing I didn't want to be that person anymore, and kind of working my way through these steps in order to become the person and the woman that I am today. And of course, as I said, I continue to kind of shed, shift, create, and accelerate, every day. So, having an empowered mindset takes time and takes work, takes self awareness, takes intention, and takes a desire and a commitment to really want to grow and deal with whatever it is that might come up in your life and in your mind, quite honestly. That's what and how you could be using the 5 steps to shift to riches in your everyday. It's a formula that can be used for decision making, for problem solving, for negotiating, for strategizing, for really just working on discovering who you are, confronting the good, bad, and the ugly, shedding what you want out of your life, and keeping what you want in your life so you can create and accelerate whatever your goals and dreams are. All right. So in the one pager below, I broke apart those 5 steps and provided you a number of questions and a number of things that you could be considering and thinking about, and really, even taking out of your head and putting it right here into the one pager. So excuse me, so you can see how this particular formula can work with you each and every day. And you might, as you're working through it, you might think about maybe a situation, a challenge, a question, a strategy, an opportunity, an activity that you're working on, a goal that you're working on right now, that you just need to learn and understand more information about yourself and that situation or challenge or question, so you can then logically and unemotionally lay it out in this formula structure to where you will gain a great amount of insights and a great amount of information that you can then make decisions on, make choices on, and decide what you're going to do next. All right. So walk through each of those 5 steps, and maybe it was something from the past that you just want to use as an example, and you kind of start inserting how where you were and how you were handling that situation in the past, just so you can see how it applies to the 5 steps of the shift to riches formula. Keeping in mind, this is all about self-awareness. It's all about you having a better sense of who you are, who you want to be, what you want in your life, what you don't want in your life, what makes you tick, what really excites you, but what drains you, and pulling all of that together into really getting a good idea and a good, firm, confident, bold um, foundation for what it is you're working so hard to achieve in your work or in your life. All right. And while at the same time, I'll just kind of continue to remind you that you can always stay focused on those core concepts that we talked about. The fact that fear is false evidence appearing real. So when you're dealing with something that's kind of, causing you to be scared or apprehensive or doubtful, just consider, what is the problem? Because that's what fear is. It's a problem. And what is the solution? And what are the things that you could be doing to overcome it? The other concepts were the fact that what you focus on expands. So if you're focused on wanting to learn more about yourself and empowering yourself and becoming very much aware of your emotions and beliefs and thoughts and feelings and actions and words, then that's going to help you. All that knowledge and information is going to help you create those small shifts or take those small steps that lead to big results. The other one was your dominant thoughts rule your actions. So this formula is beautiful when all of a sudden you get into your head and have some negative, dark, doubtful, fearful thoughts. And you're wondering kind of, how do I shut them down? How do I, shed them? How do I get rid of them? You can use this formula to really kind of discover what it is you think, that fear is stemming from. You can confront it head on. It could be painful. It could be sad. It could be hard. It could be joyful. It could be fun. It could be exciting. And therefore you shed the parts of that you don't want, and then you want to focus on and enrich and honor. We talked about honoring your riches, the great parts of what it is that you confronted about yourself. And then you can move on from all of that to create and accelerate and keep moving. Remember, highly successful people are constantly and consistently planning and taking action, assessing and adjusting. Okay, planning, taking action, assessing and adjusting. And they're doing it consistently and constantly in order to get results. Lastly, is what you put out in the universe comes back to you. So again, what you want to be, the energy you want to be putting out there is positivity, is confidence, is knowing, is certainty, is clarity, is focus, it's excitement, it's empowerment. And that way, all of that energy, yay, is just gonna, come back to you in ways that you've never imagined. All right. So with all of those things, kind of coming together, you can actually leverage the shift to riches formula to optimize all of it. And in some cases, exploit all of it in order to help you be moving forward and creating those riches in your work and life that you deserve. All right. So take a look through, work your way through, and then if you have an opportunity, also look at the link above you, which is discussing what we talked about in regards to the next step that you could be taking, because I would love to help you and continue to help you on your journey, is our Discover You Jumpstarter. That will be starting up February 1st is our next series. And it's a 3-month powerful one-on-one and group coaching program. So if you didn't catch our live session earlier, then certainly go back and watch the replay and listen to the replay, because we went into the Discover You Jumpstarter program in detail. I'll also be reviewing it again tomorrow on our live bonus session as part of the Q&A. All right. So 5 days to goals to riches. What have you been able to take away from this? What have you been able to achieve? What shifts have you made, even if it's in your mindset, in your attitude, in your actions, from what it is that you've learned this week? I would love to hear all about it. So feel free to comment below, always DM me. And of course, you can always reach out to me at Bernadette Boas at ballofireinc.com. All right. So to you, generating all the riches in all aspects of your life that you deserve. Thank you so much for participating, but come back tomorrow at noon Eastern time. It is not over, and it doesn't have to be over as well, because you're part of the Shift to Riches community now. And we want to continue to support your goals and your dreams. All right. Have a beautiful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We're awarding a 3-month coaching engagement. All right. Maybe it's you. All right. Take care. Bye.